somebody's, let's say their eye is destroyed, they can now put a little chip that will give them like really blurry vision. Or if their ear is destroyed, like in an accident or something, they can implant an artificial cochlea in the ear. And the person can regain maybe 50% of their hearing. But they cannot duplicate the functions of even one of the senses. Not even one. These rascals. And they say they're going to create life and they're going to make people live forever and all this nonsense. It's just bluffing. They don't really know what they're doing. They're just groping in the dark, blindly imitating nature. And they're making some tiny little progress. But they'll never be able to create a complete living being because they don't have power over the soul. Only Kṛṣṇa has power over the soul. Try to understand. A living being is not a mechanical thing. A living being requires this soul, consciousness, intelligence, personality, all these things. And the scientists can never do that. Never. Never in a million years. Because their approach is completely wrong. They're trying to do it all by their own endeavor. You see? And when you do that, Kṛṣṇa says, hey, Maya, psst, we got another one. You take care of this one. And so she bewilders him, you know. And they're like, oh yes, our knowledge is growing day after day. Pretty soon I'll be immortal. Just like Hiranyakashipu. Well, wait a minute. Maybe that's not such a good example. Because the Lord always manages to put such rascals in their place. Just like now, we're coming into a time when there's going to be many catastrophes in the material world. And the big demons who are so proud of their position are all going to be cast down. All these things were foretold such a long time ago. It's all there in the Bhavishya Purana. It's all there in the Bible. It's all there in every scripture in the world. But the rascals don't listen. They don't surrender to Kṛṣṇa. They think, oh, I can do everything all by my own power. But this is just empty pride. It's bluffing. They're hoping it's true, but it's actually deep down somewhere inside they know that they're just insignificant and weak, and they can't do it. But if they can make a bluff and one or two people believe it, well, I guess that's good enough for them. But it's not good enough for us. We want the real truth. And the real truth is that Kṛṣṇa is doing everything. So if you really want spiritual life, or even if you really want just tolerably happy material life, you have to surrender to God. You have to surrender to Kṛṣṇa, because He's the real doer. He's the real owner. He's the real knower. He's the knower of the field. And He's the doer, the operator of the machine of the material body and mind. See? We're just along for the ride. We're dependent, completely dependent on Kṛṣṇa in every way. And the quicker we learn that, the quicker we stop beating ourselves up by trying to do the impossible. So, how are we doing on time?
It's 8.
Oh, good. Are there any questions? The chat thing is working?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, good.
We have 20.
Uddhava was such a
19,
genius.
19 today.
19?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I guess it's because it's Friday.
I don't know.
I think so.
Wow. So the esoteric teaching is the place to hang out on Friday night, huh? Kṛṣṇa. Oh, yeah.
No, no question.
No questions. Okay.
No,
It's all perfectly clear. Very good.
Not here.
Huh?
No.
Question? Questions? Hare Krishna. Mm. Try. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prabhadadayine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Parato Nrishingho. Gato Gato Jamitato Nrishingho. Bahir Nrishingho Hridaye Nrishingho. Narasimhamading Sharanam Prapade. Kamakara Kamalavare. Nakamadhuta Singam. Dalita Hiranyakashipu. Tanubingam. Keshavadrita Narahari Rūpa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Kara Kamalavare Nakamadhuta Singam. Dalita Hiranyakashipu. Tanubringam. Keshavadrita Narahari Rūpa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Kamalavare Nakamadhuta Singam. Dalita Hiranyakashipu. Tanubringam. Keshavadrita Narahari Rūpa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. sadhu brinda